Welcome, virtual friends. Happy mind, happy life. Before you set your next big goal, ask yourself this. Are you setting yourself up for success or frustration? Will you crush it, or will your dreams do the crushing? Today, let's chat about what makes a goal actually achievable, because this could be the difference between high-fiving your future self or watching your dreams wave goodbye. You might think you're aiming for the stars, but if your goals are more fantasy than feasible, you're in for a bumpy ride. So let's look at setting goals that actually stick. For those of you who've been following my videos, you know I'm all about the SMART goals framework. If you're not familiar, no worries, stick with me and be sure to check out my other video that explains it in the description. Today we're zooming in on the A in SMART achievable. Here's a little story from my own experience. When I first started my property company, I was so eager that I set an ambitious goal to acquire 7 properties in a year. Yeah, you heard that right, 7. It sounded thrilling, but let's be honest, it wasn't achievable given my circumstances. I quickly realized that this goal was unrealistic and overwhelming. So I scaled back and focused on acquiring just 2 properties that year while building the infrastructure to grow later. Okay, I only managed to get 1. But hey, sometimes you've got to be honest with yourself, and I was pretty happy with that one. This approach lines up perfectly with the advice in James Clear's Atomic Habits, where he emphasizes starting small and making step-by-step progress. Clear explains how focusing on tiny, achievable steps can lead to significant long-term results. This helped me shift my mindset from property millionaire overnight to slow and steady wins the race. Just a quick message, please support this channel by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more great content. Thank you, let's continue. Now, let's talk about getting fit. In the last year, I've tried my best to eat healthier and hit the gym. But let me tell you, I was a bit unrealistic at first, thinking I could go for an hour every day. Yeah, that was a joke, like I don't work and have to deal with issues every day. After a day of dealing with clients, housing issues, and trying to write, some days I just didn't have the energy. And you know what? That's okay. I decided it was okay because trying to do too much was just too much. What I found more achievable was exercising for 30 minutes 3 times a week. This smaller commitment was something I could stick to consistently. The key here is to set goals that fit into your current lifestyle, allowing you to build positive habits without overwhelming yourself. Saving money? Oh, I had big dreams there too. I thought I'll save $1,000 a month on top of my other savings and investments. But surprise, surprise, most months I'd be raiding that stash because, well, life happens and I'd run out of cash. My savings plan turned out to be more of a wish list. So after feeling like a financial failure, I had to get real. I dialed it back to a more achievable $200 a month. That was achievable. And honestly, I thought, you know what, even if I managed to put away just $10 a month, that's still a win. It's a start. The key is building the habit, not going broke trying to save everything at once. It might not sound like much, but this goal was realistic and actually worked with the financial ups and downs of being self-employed. Over time, it let me build up a nice little cushion without the stress of trying to save thousands quickly. And let's not forget about food. I know takeout is convenient, especially when you're busy and on the go, but for those of you who rely on it a little too much, maybe it's time to consider scaling back and cooking more at home. Not only will you know exactly what's going into your meal, but you'll also save some cash in the process. So let's shift to health and wellness. Have you found yourself relying on takeout because your schedule is packed with meetings, work, and everything else life throws at you? You might start with the best intentions, like deciding to cook dinner every night, but after a few exhausting days, reality sets in and you realize that's not going to happen. And that takeaway just seems so tempting. I know. Instead, aim for a more achievable goal, like cooking dinner at home 4 nights a week. Yep, just 4 times a week. Come on, you know you can do that. It will still move you closer to healthier eating habits, and trust me, it's doable. The key is recognizing when your goals are too demanding and scaling them back to something that fits into your life. Finally, let's talk about learning new skills. For me, it is writing. I love writing, but I was trying to improve and get quicker at it. At one point, I set a goal to write 2 chapters of a book every week, thinking I could squeeze it in. But I quickly realized that wasn't feasible, so I scaled back my goal to writing for 15 minutes a day. That was achievable. It might seem like a small step, but those 15 minutes added up, and I made consistent progress. This taught me that even modest, achievable goals can lead to significant results over time. So, if you're trying to learn something new, studying consistently for 15 to 30 minutes a day can really move you forward without burning you out. So, let's be crystal clear about what an achievable goal is and realistic goals. An achievable goal, like studying for 30 minutes a day for a course, is something you can start doing right now based on your current situation. A realistic goal, like completing the entire course within 3 months, requires more time and fits into your bigger picture. By breaking down those big dreams into bite-sized, achievable steps, you're setting yourself up for success. I hope these insights help you to see the power of setting goals that actually work for you. Now it's your turn. Try setting some achievable and realistic goals. Drop a comment and share them with us. Plus, don't forget to have a fabulous day.